In this video, I'm going to be breaking down this powerful custom agent workflow as well as configuration so you can set it up too and start utilizing it. So this is built off of LeadShark. LeadShark is a tool that I use for my LinkedIn automations. It helps with responding to comments as well as sending initial DMs and connection requests, managing that whole top of the funnel process that saves me a ton of time. I'm going to be breaking down how the two tools work, as well as how scheduling works and how we can set this up through our triggers inside of our agent configuration. So that way, every single day, we're generating a list of high intent leads, enriching them, and then sending them off to Go High Level Automations for further email. First agent that we have set up going to be tracking the lead activity for every single lead that's commenting on one of my posts for giveaways, responding to my DMs, connecting with me. It's indexing those events for later. And then it's going to also be utilizing that LeadShark database to score intent signals. And now the second agent as well, after this data is collected, is actually taking the logic is basically pretty straightforward. It skips leads if it doesn't have that or if it's not deliverable. But if it does, it's going to look it up and go high level that exists. Then it's going to update or it's going to create a new contact, all synced through tagging, which will enable us for full control on further workflow automations. You can see here in our contacts and Go High Level, it's adding and tagging perfectly as we want, new context. And this is how the workflow works. Workflow tools are sit right here inside of the custom agents. So you can actually assign these. And just to show you here, I've already done it for us. But we have our exact workflow already configured. And every time you run these, your agent will be able to execute these tools. I'll show you some of the previous runs just to give you an idea of what this looks like here. This is using the interface of just regular chat. You can see I just searched for basic, nothing too serious, just high intent leads. You can even type in founders, marketing directors, the specific positions. You can get very hyper specific, but here, just you can see it'll give you the MCP UI and it'll give you the hyperlinks and the scores and some of the details. So this is V1, of course, optimizing this, enhancing these deltas and overall metadata. This is what I'm using, number one, as a tool every single day to speed up who I should be communicating with and reaching out to book calls. Just this process alone, this first part, so working with LeadShark and pulling in this data from our sales agent is giving me the ability to just respond to the right leads and communicate much faster. So it's helping to book more calls daily now. So how you set up the scheduling and how it all works is, now that we have this fully set up for our agent, we go to create a trigger, recurring schedule, and we're going to want this to run daily at the morning time, just as a sales agent would when he starts his activity. You could obviously add more instructions and details there if you want to pass along to your agent, but we're just going to create the trigger as is. We created our trigger, and you can see that now daily the cron is active. Cron is just another word for schedule. This is the way that we have our agent now working on a schedule through this trigger. Every day, the execution history will land here, and we'll be able to see that same exact lead table presented here for you to access. The one that I showed in the chat assistant will show here, and it will also show which leads now are getting enriched and sent to Go High Level for further communications. This is the exact custom agents that we're using to generate 10 plus book calls just from LeadShark, as well as lead enrichment on top of the existing pipeline that was already helping me to generate thousands of dollars every month and book hundreds of calls with my ICP at the enterprise high ticket level. I hope this video helped. If you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out. If you're interested in building out any of these type of custom agents, of course, it's really just one phone call away and we can begin building out the system and foundation for your needs. So I look forward to chatting more, and I hope this video helped you and gave you some insights on building your own custom agents.